Hello, hi there, beautiful Cancerians. This is your March love horoscope for the year 2022. Don't know why I said that. Of course, you all know it's 2022. Anyway, if you're there and you're from TikTok, say hey, hi, and hello. This is your Cancerian love reading. Cancerian love reading. And yay, your energy feels so much different from the energy I was just in, which was Gemini. Cancerian's energy feels so much better than where I've previously just been. So here's hoping that it's a positive read for you. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to crack on because I don't like to waste time. If you're there, I say hello. If I'm ignoring you, it's because I'm in the zone. And if you hear my dog, it's because he's right there and he's snoring. So Cancerians, I was just saying that this is a positive. It feels positive. Firstly, and I'm sure this came out last month when I was doing Cancerian reading, is you do have the energy of somebody who is trying to manifest you quite hard, which is interesting because I also know that some Cancerians have also been doing a bit of manifesting of people. But I think that, because I'm reading as a collective, this feels more like not necessarily a person, you just are manifesting that you want good, you want healthy, you want happiness, and you want it to continue. So if you're in a happy relationship, you're asking for it to continue that way. If you are single, you are certainly asking to be brought in somebody who is worthy of you, who is good, who is all the things in your tick list. Some of you I don't get unnecessarily trying to have an ex back, but if you are, then again, it's like, if it's for my highest good, then so be it. If not, then I'm done. But for those of you, I would say particularly, who have an old person, that person does seem to be trying really hard to manifest you in, but there is a but, yeah? So if you're in a connection that's happy, the nice thing about that is that energy would be they want you, they want to retain that, they want to do things to keep you happy. But for those of you who are single, there is somebody you know who is trying to get your attention or wants your attention. If you're single, it could also be that somebody new is trying to get your attention. But there is a bit of a but with this person, which you might know, is that the way that they try to get your attention, though, is not good. Some of it is definitely energy. They think if they can just throw their energy at you in small ways, or just make you notice them, put a post on social media, or happen to be, in that supermarket at that time that they know you're always there. Like, they try to do it that way, but I just get mostly that it's quite manipulative, kind of like look at me energy. It's kind of like what I call backdoor energy, trying to maneuver themselves back into your life, but without just saying that's what they want. It's the whole kind of, oh, I didn't mean to call you kind of energy, or it's, I don't know, like there's so many different scenarios, but it's just not straightforward. So it's like they're trying to get your attention by trying to manifest you so that you do the work, not them. So that you ask them, not them, not the other way around. It's torturing them, I have to say, because where you are not into that energy, you're kind of like, I want better, or I want something new, or I don't want that behaviour anymore. It feels like they're completely oblivious that you have shifted. Or if they are, then they've disassociated from that reality. They're choosing to ignore it because there's something about, I guess, a bit of a superiority complex with them, or an immaturity about them, that they think, well, if I just act this way because it's worked before with you or somebody else, that's how I'll get the attention. And you aren't on that page anymore. And it is tormenting them. So somebody's trying to manifest you in that way, and it's not working for the majority. And it is causing them distress. My guides are saying it's making them learn the hard way, because you have elevated, they have not. You have changed, they have not. You're on a different path and found self-worth and boundaries, they have not. They're learning the hard way. It's torturing them. Sometimes the universe helps us help ourselves, and sometimes it drags us kicking and screaming. Yeah? That's why I always say, even when there's hard lessons, when you can, is to look and say, well, what did I learn from that? What am I learning about this? It's always hard to look at what we do to ourselves, how we enable ourselves, how we don't do things for ourselves. It's always hard to look at that. And that person feels like they're in that place right now, desperate to get your attention, refusing to look at themselves in the mirror, and torturing themselves at the same time. Now, why is this relevant, is what I'm saying to my guys. Why do you need to know this? Because as far as I'm concerned, you guys look good. They're saying basically, your head is over here. You're like, I'm not dealing with any of that. Similar to Aries energy. Aries is much more forceful. Yours is more like, more tranquil. And like, you know, if it comes, it comes. I'm not going to force it, you know, but I'm going to keep my options open. And in the meantime, I'm just going to think about me. It's kind of like very flowy kind of energy, as I expect from a Cancerian, without, you know, being rude. And their energy is not. Their energy is like, you don't feel like a match at all right now. You feel very chalk and cheese. Theirs is very intense. And I mean, if I was looking at what sign they was, I would say an air sign, possibly a Gemini, especially because I just did Gemini energy. But I also think they possibly could be Scorpio too. But I also, sorry, I'm asking my guides what the relevance is, because my guides are saying here, there's many options coming up for you for love, and they're really positive. And there is also something about March for some of you who will be going on first dates around it's really weird because they're giving me quite a specific phase of the moon. It's in the middle of the month. No, it's not the middle of the month, sorry, the middle of the phase. So between the new moon and the full moon, think about in the middle date, half moon. There's a significant energy for those of you who are newly dating that feels like quite positive, good karma for it. But I also want to say here that then they go to the full moon. I forget the dates of when that is in March, so forgive me. But there's something, sorry, they're using all these really weird analogies. With that person, they're saying on that energy, they're almost saying you will hear something from that person. But it's still not better. It's the way they're showing it to me is a little bit like, you know, like when a werewolf changes into a werewolf on a full moon, and howls. They're saying this person will howl at you. It's attention seeking. So I feel like you're going to get something from that feels like it's a negative. And trust me when I say it is their attempts. You know, like when little boys and little girls, when they like each other, when they're little, they smack them. They chase each other and then they smack them. And it's what kids do. Like, they like you, and so instead of saying I like you, they chase after you and then they smack you. It's kind of that kind of energy. It's their way of saying I like you, but in the most worst way ever. I think they're trying to give you a warning about that, basically. That as much as you are over here, it feels like they are going to be dramatically trying to get your attention because they're suffering and they're used to a certain way of trying to get your attention. And I still don't think it, I mean, the Spirit giving you the warning, but I don't think for most of it's going to work at all. And for those of you, like I said, are in a good relationship, none of this will apply because you're in a good place, manifesting a good place and your person wants you and you're happy. But for those of you who are newly dating or have somebody that you've moved on from, this is their energy right now. My guides are pretty much saying that basically, deep in their core, this person does love you, but they've just got a very underdeveloped emotional intelligence around how they are, how they communicate, how they process things. As human beings, we're very complicated creatures, and sometimes what we show on the outside is not normally what goes on in the inside as well. Good, I'm glad you moved on from narcissist. This energy, because it's general, definitely could swing into the narcissist camp, but I'm not getting that as being overall. I just get more that this is about processing and emotional growth and learning for them, because you have, and you've moved on and they haven't, and they still think the old ways. So even if it wasn't you they were doing this to, they would do it to somebody else because they still have to learn to get through that. That's not how you get attention. That's not a healthy connection. Yeah, either. So that's the warning, but I want to really focus more about you now, and I'm going to pull some cards for that, because my guide's saying pretty much you're on the right path. You're heading in the right direction when it comes to manifesting the love that you want, and it does start with you and at home and not settling for less. And there's loads of options for you, and a lot of you are shown as being active about it. So some of you aren't being passive and just hoping for the best and hoping to bump into some of you. Some of you are being active about it also too. You're putting yourself out there, going out, doing what you need to do. But I want to just see, because for me, every time we meet somebody, it's not going to be like, all Cancerians are going to meet somebody in March, even though it's really good energy, and it's really good energy for the next 4 months because all the planets are direct. And it's a number 6 year for love, so it's really, really good. And you're in the right energy for it. So quite frankly, between you and Aries, you'll be the quickest to get into a relationship because of the energy that you're in. But so without putting the cards out, I can really tell you're heading in that direction. What this is saying to me, this card has different meanings, but for me, this is about what you're working towards. Is about somebody making you a big commitment, a big offer, a big gesture, somebody recognising you, somebody giving to you, somebody that's over-giving, somebody who's been like you have been. That what you're trying to manifest, what you're waiting for, that is what's coming. Yeah, so just keep doing you. Absolutely, keep doing you in every aspect of it. Interesting. They're saying the person that you get will be stable, they'll be generous, they will put into the connection. Could be a Taurian, could be, doesn't have to be, but could be an earth sign. But overall their energy is a lot more stable, a lot more grounded, a lot more just more, just what you've cosmically been ordering, basically. And very similarly, this is a wish card. Basically, your wishes will come true. So my advice to you guys, apart from the warning of that old energy trying to suck you back in or knock you off your own groundedness, your wishes will come true. Just remain exactly what you've been doing. You don't need to change a damn thing. But your energy's good. Yeah? So, Cancerians, I hope it's been helpful. I'm going to jump off now to prepare for, mentally prepare anyway, get rid of your energy, get into the next one. And I'll be back with the next sign. Don't worry, if you missed it, I will be posting these on the old YouTube, which will be available in my link later today or tomorrow as well. So anyway, see you again.